that I really didn't want to be recording because it's my daughter, and I don't know what sick fucks are gonna, like, my soon-to-be ex-husband is gonna fucking post all over the fucking internet for the world to see, but this is more important than you will ever be. And the truth.
Oh, really? Really? Oh, and then what? And then what happened? Are you having a full-on conversation with you? Are you having a fun conversation with your great sister? Is she making you laugh? Or is mommy making you laugh? Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? Oh, really? Then what happened? What? And then what? Does mommy have to go beat somebody up? Yeah. I don't want to. Violence is never the answer. But if mama got squat up for the baby, I will. Yeah. 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 Oh.
And you gave her to your mother.
That is more important to me than you will ever be.
And you gave her to your mother, which
my
means
daughter.
You'll never see her again. Literally. You know that.
By New York state law, your daughter, that apparently looks nothing like you, with sandy brown hair and brown eyes now.
No, she has blue eyes.
Because, like I said, all babies are born with blue eyes when they're born, and then they change. That is more important than you will ever be.
Exactly. Nothing
and that's the truth.
More important.
I love her and my son way more than any man or woman on the face of this earth.
I called him a nigger and a retard 3 times.
That
you didn't love
is
him,
more important than you will ever be.
And then try to answer why
and
you
to
said
sit
that.
on the fucking high horse that you do and say that I don't love my kids. I don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah. Remember?
I had them taken away. You don't know shit.
I do.
Because you weren't fucking there. You weren't in the delivery room. You weren't there at all.
Facts.
You were fucking around having the time of your life. Well, I was doing everything myself.
Yeah, taking care of your...
As always.
Out of wedlock baby. You victim.
And what's sad...
You.
Is...
You.
Deep down inside, I'd want you to be a part of that. But you're not. You're never going to see her. You're never going to see me or my son again.
You haven't seen your son.
You're never going to see your kids again.
I met your son 3 times the entire time
I would die the world's happiest woman if you drop dead tomorrow. For the shit that you put me through other women through your kids.
Thinking all this shit.
You're fucking horrible. You're a horrible person. Like I said, I want to feel sorry for you. Part of me does, part of me doesn't. I don't feel sorry for you at all.
Part of me does, part of me doesn't. I don't feel sorry for you at all.
You do get
don't
exactly
understand that you're retarded.
What you deserve.
Literally. I don't mean that offensively.
That's your karma. For everything that you put me through, for everything that you put your kids through other women through. You were fucking Hitler in a past life. You were a dictator.
No, but I probably
You
would've been a good one.
cannot stand that I'm still alive.
I don't care that you're alive.
I'm not perfect.
You
I don't
don't
claim to
exist
be.
in my world at
Ever.
all.
I don't waltz around like I'm king shit.
You literally do that. Fucking everybody and telling me about
You
it.
think that when I met you, you
I've
were
never met
sad,
a bigger whore, even with my
lonely,
guy
drunk.
friends as a
You were a
kid.
broken man.
Mhm.
When I married you, I thought I fell in love with a broken man I thought I could fix. You can't be fixed.
Yeah.
You were
I'm
broken
sober
long before
and functioning
I
and
came
self-sufficient.
into the picture.
Who has slept with over
And
100 people this year alone?
I can't say that
You
I
admitted to.
don't regret any of what's happened has happened, because I do have my regrets. And one of them is meeting you.
Because I wouldn't give you
I'm
any
not going
of
to
the
say I'm
money
completely ungrateful.
that you didn't deserve.
You've taught me a lot. I've learned a lot from you. You've taught me a lot about myself that I didn't even recognize. I'm tired of trying to prove anything to I don't owe anybody anything. I don't owe you anything.
Oh, well, how far has that gotten you in
at
life?
All.
Because you don't have anybody.
I deserve
Nobody
love and
cares
happiness.
about you at all. Nobody.
It's not with you.
Nobody.
It's with my
not
kids.
Even me anymore.
My kids
and that was
are
it.
enough.
And you knew it. That's where you're fucked.
My kids are enough.
No,
Would a relationship be nice? Yeah, but is it really a necessity? No.
Stanislav told me
My
that you
kids
gave her up. Because how you acted in court, you were crazy.
Copy verbatim
walking down the hall or the highway.
That I say, everything's a simulation. You're out of your fucking mind.
Mm-hmm.
You call me up. I just mixed alcohol and weed and Ritalin and meth. And that's something to be proud of.
That makes a common sense combination.
You think that's cute? You think that's funny? You obviously haven't learned anything from any of the times that you went to rehab, because
from
you keep falling back into that lifestyle. You keep falling back
prostitute.
into that pattern.
Apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
You're not doing therapy. You're not doing medication
I
management.
don't need to.
And
I smoke pot.
You expect me to feel sorry for you, that you're not taking care of your MS and your health because you're too busy fucking around and having the time of your life. Well, I'm trying to provide for 2 kids.
What money have you given? What time?
I'm dying. Poor me. There comes a time in life where I've heard that fucking stupid ass remark. Stupid. For so many years, I don't care anymore.
You never cared.
I'm past the point of caring about you. I'm past the point of worrying about you.
I'll give you $10,000.
I don't care
find
anymore.
Somebody that can pass a polygraph test that still loves you.
That baby, my son, that's what I'm worried about.
The judge
I don't
made you
want
give her up because how you showed up in court,
Kimberly Khalil,
looking like a prostitute,
to be raising my kids. Because I already know if she does, they're going to end up mentally fucked up and addicted to drugs, just like I was. And you haven't gone to any of the court hearings. You haven't.
You have to. Why would I?
You were in the hospital by your wife's side. And I can't.
You hear yourself?
Please stop calling me your wife.
I don't call you my wife.
Not your wife.
I said that
anymore.
First. If anybody has common sense watching this,
I don't want your life. I want
look at
my
when I've said
life,
something, she
my
literally
own
repeats it. She
life
can't
with
understand
my
she does
kids.
That. Literally.
It gets to a certain point where, like, is it fun to go out and have fun? Yeah, but the shit gets real old real quick. There are more important things in life than drugs and alcohol and money and women. That's family.
Everything you're doing right now.
That's something you could have had.
As a clean addict, right? Coke,
and
drunk.
Self-sabotage, you ruined that.
And whatever else.
You did. You did.
God, fucking garbage.
And
I just love the day that I know it's going to come.
You want
when you have to.
You want your father's watch for $1,000?
What? Oh.
Why should I trust anything that you have to say?
What, $1,000 for my
do.
father's watch?
When you've given me every reason in the book not to trust you. Everything is a fucking Mr. Simulation, and I'm going by an alter ego that I got from a Kevin Spacey movie. That's fucking mental illness. That's a split personality.
Kiso.
I would rather be married to a woman. I want my own wife. You couldn't pay me enough.
When you get thrown out.
You could cut me a check for $10,000 and say, let's work things out.
Bullshit.
I want to be with you again.
You would do anything.
And I would literally take that check, rip it up, and throw it in your face.
Want that?
And walk away.
I'll sign it. Get in front of you, and if I'm right, I can punch you right in the fucking face.
I can't stand to hear your voice. I can't stand to look at you.
I'm owed to hit you at least once in my life.
I can't. You disgust me. You disgust me.
You can't get over me.
And you've driven me to that point. I've lost all respect for you.
I guess when you have much
zero respect for you.
Male egg in you, you start to get male hormones. I've never met a bigger whore, or even read about. One of the reasons. And she's okay with it. I'm everybody's cum dumpster, but your cum dumpster. That's what she keeps repeating to me. And loves it. I told her she needs to be with a cuckold or a guy that
trying to find it.
She treats her that way, and she can do everything she wants. She ain't getting it from me. It's not me. Ain't ever happening. I have self-respect, expectations.
You don't remember this. That's what we looked like together.
The hospital.
That's what I remember you as. A hot fucking mess.
I was good looking then. Now I'm fucking Mr. Sex. I am, and I ain't doing much with it, to be honest with you. Don't care yet.
That was love.
No, it wasn't. You told me you had to be drunk to marry me and all fucked up, remember?
I thought at the time the happiest day of my life. The day that my daughter was born.
I've got your messages. I had to be drunk and fucked up to marry you. You said it at least 8 or 9 times.
I was so fucking happy.
I just hope these people. Actually, they don't care.
2 pushes in 2 minutes.
Because you have a giant
Even the
pussy.
Doctors were like, you're a fucking rock star.
Jesus Christ, I could put my thigh in there. The baby should have walked out in a stroller.
Every mom wants a little girl, bond with and dress up and.
Yeah, and then they hand him to the worst person in the world.
I worked so hard with her. I would sit in my apartment and read to her, sing to her.
Yeah.
I want you to know.
You did it for 2 months and you didn't want to do it anymore.
I lied about having a miscarriage because I didn't know what you were going to do.
You actually felt guilty.
And her. I literally lied.
No, you had the baby
and
up
hid my entire pregnancy
we were together
social media
in person, and then you didn't have
and
it.
Waited until months after she was born to even announce it because I was scared of what you would do to me and her. I did that for her safety.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did.
I already knew I was not going to go anywhere near it.
If I was still with you, I'd be dead. She wouldn't be here.
Now this B dude's going to end up killing you. I'm calling you.
You haven't owned shit. You haven't taken responsibility for anything. Because if you did, you would do the right thing and go to the police.
Exact opposite.
And do your time. Instead of running away like the little coward that you are. And sitting behind a computer and bragging about fleeing criminal charges. You haven't publicly owned shit for what you did to me. I am going to be fucked up for the rest of my life for what you put me through.
So
when I sleep, I wake up in a cold sweat.
The 2 years before that didn't happen, and you were fucking everybody.
And
what was the reason then? What? And literally fucking everybody, like leaving condoms on the counter multiple times, like latex free.
It wouldn't make any logical sense for me to be with you. I would be fucking, and I hate this word, and I never ever really use it. I would be fucking retarded.
You literally are proven clinically by your doctor that I read.
You cracked my fucking skull open.
No one believes that.
And cried like the little fucking bitch that you are. And you know what one of my friends told me that I've known for years?
Did you have any friends?
Real men don't hit women.
I agree.
Real men treat women like they're equal.
I did. I actually know.
Real men.
I wish I did.
Appreciate a good woman when he has it.
I have. You know what you are.
You don't appreciate anything.
Yeah.
You are not humble. You're not grateful.
And listen, if you are listening,
you don't.
Everything she says, she's literally explaining herself.
You're just petty.
Think about it. Listen.
You're petty, and everything's a mind fucking game and a simulation. And
no, I
like I said, I want to feel sorry for you, but I don't. I told you not to fuck around with the shit that you're still using.
No.
Because
I'm not. I never was.
At least
stupid.
I can say that I quit that shit and I haven't touched it in a year and a half. No, I don't even care to.
Coke, that's okay. Alcohol, that's okay. Weed,
I quit that shit cold turkey.
You think it's a thing? Keep going.
You didn't. I already knew that once you fell down that rabbit hole, there was no coming back from it.
What are you talking about?
And everybody tells me you are so far gone in your addiction and your disease that you can't see that people can change and do better and be better.
I wish I could be on that. Don't care though. Period.
You're a whole scumbag.
That's your name.
That's your nickname here, Scumbag Spellman.
Yeah.
You took my last name.
Nobody that matters.
Thinking that you were going to evade criminal charges that were there before I came along in the picture. And then you tell everybody, we're going to Thailand to the honeymoon. And it was either the Virgin Islands or the Bahamas.
Because I said it to a neighbor once.
You knew.
And then you realized how stupid it was that you based all this shit on a random conversation with an introduction.
Knowing that you would not get extradited back to the country on the charges that you have. And as I said how many times before, there's going to come a day
I played the audio
the drugs catch up to you and the money runs out. And I'm going to sit back.
I'll be dead before it runs out.
Sip a soda and watch.
You won't see a dime of it. Ever.
And watch.
Never.
And I'm not going to be there.
Anything from me. And trust me, I haven't even surprised you yet with my new purchase.
And
you'll see.
If you did sell the house.
I did.
Which I highly doubt because you tried to play the realtors like you tried to play me and nobody was having it.
We had one realtor, stupid. He was a dual agent, you dumb fuck.
Partying.
Oh my God. This is why I get upset.
Lady Boy Central.
Yell at her. Only person, no one yells in Thailand. Fucking nobody.
Who's helping you cash your checks?
Your mom.
Who's helping with your finances?
Deposit, idiot.
I have a power of attorney that your wife never authorized. Never signed off on.
Well, I can't wait when I divorce you and serve you papers.
With
then I
your
take
dad
alimony.
being the one that helped you get the house. That was your payee. And unfortunately, God rest his soul, he passed. Your mom would be default.
No.
She unfortunately passed.
Oh my God.
Who's next in line?
No, I gotta pause this shit.
You're white.
Okay. I didn't understand what she kept saying. She was convinced that my father, if I died, my father would get the house. I don't know why he would be the payee, whatever. I didn't even realize that was a thing because it never became a part of my world. I don't need help with anything I've ever done. Yeah. I told her, I said, I would rather give it you at that point before they died. I would rather give you the fucking house than to know if I died and they got in their hands, my mother would take control. She would just fucking dump everything off, like no thought whatsoever. It wouldn't be an emotion at all. Wouldn't give a fuck to even walk through the house before it's gone. And would quick sell it as a motherfucker and waste anything they got on themselves completely. And my sister and her kids, and taking care of them like they've done their entire fucking life, because not a dime, refused it. And if I did have to borrow money, we had a fucking list on the fridge, and I paid it back plus, because I was bred to be fuck you money. Thanks for the new motorcycle, 2G, because I had that about $18,027 in an account for fuck you money, that when you hit 35, if she felt that, and trust me, she's very impartial, or I felt by that time that you'd be surprised with it, and it'd be a fuck you, maybe a video ripping you apart for one last time. If I should have, whatever, saying my final words at that point. And I definitely understand now that you wouldn't have been like broke down and cried even, and then admitted like, oh my God, like what? No, you'd have been pissed, I guess, that you didn't get it sooner. Like, that's who you are. You're like a fucking Kardashian. You're ignorant, you're entitled, you say the dumbest fucking thing. I'm starting to believe that you're not as smart as I thought you are, because you're good at reading people, mimicking what they want, and being quick with it, and having decent all-around knowledge of a bunch of different areas doesn't make you provable anything better than a C+ student. And I think for you, that's probably giving you credit. You don't understand the simplest of things. I was kind of that way growing up. I think that's why I got so obsessed with learning, from a fucking joke when I was 8 years old at Aunt Janine's house, and I didn't understand a dirty joke. When I heard a dirty joke, white horse falls into a mud puddle, and everyone laughed, and I didn't get it, and it didn't get it for a while, and had to be explained. It bothered the fuck out of me that I didn't understand it for that long. I think that was a moment where I became obsessed with understanding fucking everything. I actually do. But no, I was willing at that point, before they died, to give you the fucking house rather than it be wasted for Marlboro cigarettes at 2 to 3 packs a day, and eating out at least 2 times a day, and just fucking like buying Tylenol at like $20 a bottle when it's like $1.50, but it's Tylenol. It doesn't matter that it's acetaminophen 500 milligrams, the same motherfucking chemical compound, same everything. A fucking nothing could tell the difference if you close their eyes and put it in their mouth and made them swallow. But it had to be Tylenol. Everything had to be name brand, most expensive. And it's not my business to have an opinion of my father's desire to do that for a woman like her. He loved what he loved. I more than anything understand that now. And I don't know if I hate him, love him, respect him, despise him. I'm kind of fucking torn at it, because I'm wondering if he didn't have the same problem that I'm getting over now. Like, I'm feeling it. I am. And I think you realize he didn't control it. You know? Definitely feel like him. I kind of, even though fucking, I know I found the right name, because like him, I didn't use my own name to do the DNA test, and I can't remember but however it came back, like I fucked something up. So I'm not, but it was not inconclusive, but like I looked up what the terms were saying, and it's like, yeah, you should kind of question this shit. I feel stupid for even going there. I think it was his curse. As miserable as he fucking loved her, was devoted to her. And I'm wondering if he hated himself for it, because he was miserable. And he only time he had to talk freely at all is if I was with him and I gave an excuse why I needed to use his phone, because it didn't matter if he was outside the house, she was on the phone with him the entire time. Whatever he was doing, she didn't leave the house after COVID, didn't leave at all for 2 doctor's appointments, I think. Never left. And he did everything. And that's why he gave up. Jesus Christ, I'm saying all this shit on your video, but you know what? If it came around when it did, I have to believe it went together for a reason, or somehow. Yeah, so that was the only time for at least 10, 12 years, definitely since Robert was born. So yeah, probably closer to 15 years. The only time he really had to talk to anybody was when he was with me. And maybe if he ran into a friend where he could, give an excuse to hang up, but it was like he couldn't do anything. And he couldn't do anything to make her happy. Actually, I'm going to take the time, because I think you won't get it. It's not for you. You're too fucking stupid. Sad as that makes me, more you until you can get it. I know I talked about this somewhere. Where the fuck did I talk about it? My mother had an affair and brought this goofy motherfucker. He looked like Walt Disney, late 50s cartoon, just comb over, long hair on the sides, and he was my mother's boss when she got a job at an ice cream place in Solvay right before the cigarette place, little blue building. And he was creepy as fuck. Well, he ends up showing up for my graduation party and brings a quarter keg of beer. And come to find out, my father caught her having an affair. Has tried to talk to her, went nowhere, couldn't even bring it up, because when she's going to go psycho on you and never admit what she did, eventually you just give up, don't you? In one way or another, you give up fighting, you give up on the relationship, whatever, you give up. And he did. And so he had to prove it without a doubt, with no excuse, no nothing, because that's how you have any attempt, which anything can happen. You have any attempt to nail a narcissist. And that's what he did. He set up a video camera in the formal living room, pointing into the kitchen, through the dining room into the kitchen. No, there was a formal living room, dining, and then like a big table seating, and then the island, whatever. And he pointed it towards the kitchen. And mind you, I'm still in high school, graduating. And I don't know if it was before or after my graduation party, but either way, I'll get back to this. He sets up the camera, and I'm upstairs sleeping, and it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. So motherfucker is lucky. Fucking lucky. And my mother's, because he showed me, and I don't hold it against him, because I really did stay impartial about it. I did, with him showing me, because I get it. He kind of lost his mind and needed to know, I think. Oh my God. Needed to know when he had to just give up trying to prove it to her, because it wouldn't matter. that at least he needed somebody else to know. And at 18, I was 18 by graduation. By 18 and a half, he knew I was smart enough to understand it. I mean, we've always talked. I think that's probably why I get half the shit I do, is because I had his perspective as well as her. Most narcissists are highly intelligent. I'm just happy that I didn't start to become a prick even, I'll say, to her, because she keeps pushing until I become one. And I think then he's a prick. Like, that's gaslighting. And again, you've used that so many times now. You never used that word ever. And you say it like 7 or 8, 9. Actually, at least 10 times, I think you said that. I'm trying to like pinpoint before I don't figure it out and I'm done, like what your condition is. I mean, is it like mental regression? Was it, you said, or you and your both brother, you said that there were complications at birth and whatever. I didn't understand that it was documented by a professional at Upstate that was higher up, because I knew the name, I can't remember. That whatever it said, basically that you were slow. You both were in a way. Yeah, because it wasn't a disability, a learning. No, it was slow as I'm comfortable with that word. And maybe like your Mona Lisa of a mind had, I don't know, I wouldn't say a missing piece, but it didn't have the black pigment at all. Didn't exist, whatever, I don't know. But just something that was supposed to be beautiful ended up being, well, yeah, and you have ability, you have issues in your family. Not going to get into it, but I know your family, statistically speaking, all of them are something. So obviously you are. Have you ever really thought about that? And mind you, I believe I have to be like super high functioning autistic. I do. It makes sense. I've been saying that for a long time, so don't use that, try to use that card against me. That's starting to change. It's like my thoughts are all like fading, like pieces of it, of what I based everything off of, what I knew you. I never really took that into consideration. And to be honest with you, I think that night you got me to drink to the point of getting drunk. And I was so fucking, and you knew it, like you're the only, I haven't drank at all, really. I don't, especially because I'm driving. But you wanted to do that. I think all of that was, you wanted to make sure you burned that bridge. Like, that's all you did this last time. I kept answering your ridiculous over and over again calls because they kept hanging up on you, and you knew why. I can only beg you to please to the boy, like, shut the fuck up, please. Just stop before you react and say, just please think. I don't care if you have to really pause or it pisses you off and you need a minute and secretly, like, what you need to figure. I don't give a fuck. But just really think about what you're saying before you do. And for the level of me up thinking you didn't understand it, there's no way. So that was all on purpose. I don't understand how, and maybe I am now. You don't at all think that. Maybe that's just a woman version of Donald Trump. But yeah, you're missing the piece, and it probably wasn't even allowed to be in the box, considering your mom's hand in your life. If you think about it like that, whatever you're missing is empathy. You lack the ability to put yourself in other people's shoes. That, to me, is probably one of the most important words that is like a requirement that you have to have for me, someone like me. I don't want you to be a saint, but to be able to at least understand it and relate to it. You can't even do that. I don't think you've ever felt empathy. What is the definition of empathy? Is this still going? Good. I'm on a fucking roll here. Whatever the hell they are, incense shit. Burning my eyes. I love the smell of that. Empathy. Because I want to get it right. Too old now. The ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Actually, one very close, but this one is definitely more important. What is sympathy versus empathy? The differences between empathy and symphony. Jesus. Empathy. Sympathy and empathy. Oh my God, I found my word. Empathy. Sympathy and empathy. The differences between empathy and sympathy. Empathy is shown in how much compassion and understanding we can give to another. Sympathy is more of a feeling of pity for another. Empathy is our ability to understand how someone feels, while sympathy is our relief in not having the same problems. Damn. Definitely better than that little fucking red book we got every week for a description. And that's where your mom fucking dropped a boulder on your fucking egg. Like, there's nothing you could do about that. But you had your sit too. That's where I tell you, yes, your mom was a part, but because I say that, automatically it's 100% all her fault. I even said it before I said it. Listen to me. Yes, your mother is definitely, if not because I'm afraid to say even that, but your mom is definitely mostly responsible for why you're all fucked up. It's your mother. But you cannot allow yourself to accept that. You can't. Yes, go through the feelings of it, realize it, get pit, all that shit. But at the end of it, you can't give that anything. When you had your sit-through, she seemed like the only one in the family. Who was slow? Was your sit-through or your grandpa? Because this is... No, wait. That's your mom's mom. Duh. Either way, every generation has had it ridiculously extreme. There's been no just mildness or even whatever. It's been fucking peg and needle, Reverend Red Line. But you had polar opposite there to teach you that all you do is quote things that she said that mean the world to you, that you've proven factually by your actions at least once for whichever of her quotes. You didn't abide or honor any of them. I don't think you can have that floored moment of like walking up to the top of a 10 stairs and something verbally hitting you that knocks you down to the 7th even. You won't go to the 9th. You refuse to. You chose to be this. I choose to be this. I chose to be what I was. I was bullied, still used even today by people because they see me and think that I'm just an easy target. And I guess I am because they know I'm doing the right thing. And I've gotten better, trust me, I have, with people asking for help at all. And I don't go down that road. I don't. And I haven't really. No, I haven't. That has nothing to do with why it is what it is. And that's a whole nother disappointment. So yeah, I'm glad that I got off of your stupid fucking video. Because I needed like the break. I really don't know if I care to keep going with it. That's only halfway. Your apology video to me, oh my God. And you won't care. You'll think it's hilarious. 29 minutes and literally 30 minutes on this to tell me fuck you. And 13 minutes and 39 seconds to apologize that you put up on one social media account for an hour until, like I said, your boyfriends or what, I don't know, whatever they are, your Johns, your Dicks, flipped out and you lost income. You lost something. You lost a fallback. You lost a con. You're like a fucking gypsy. Damn. Your love of your life, which I'm so thank you, Buddha, for choosing the right one. Because and I know it's true too. That's the best part. I don't need to explain it. That's between me and you, but oh my God, I actually scored a goal after the game was at 6,221 to 0. I might have even been negative. But I did hit like a 30-pointer. And all the better because I didn't try to do it. It wasn't an effort. I had no idea that love your life. And I'm glad you two have each other for your addictions and your love and your craziness. Because I even explained to you how I lost my shit on her last time we talked because she pulled the same shit you did. And I flipped out and told her how much worse she was than you because she had empathy, she had understanding, she couldn't take it. I'm like, you know what? No, I would just been like, fuck you, you're not worth talking. I would have dropped you for that 40 minutes to get home or back to your boy, whatever he is, house. And normally I just wouldn't have said a fucking word. I wouldn't have I just would have ignored you because like you wouldn't have been there. But you know, I was like, no, fuck you. Because I don't know what you've told her, but you didn't tell her everything. And I think when you guys get into it and you tell her and she's going to know it's true. She's going to know that I didn't tell her. And then because you can't get a hold of me, you'll never know. I deserve that. By 6 degrees of separation, I get one down the road. I don't understand, and like 4 or 5 times since you harassed the fuck out of me because you didn't have anybody else to call. I don't understand how you went from Robert's mother to, fuck, I don't remember, to Aaron to like 7 girls in 15 years. And yeah, I was single and celibate for 5.5 of it. So 7 girls in 5 years, let's say, even 5 years, 7 girls in 5 years. She's had sex with more people. She's had sex with 7 people in under 4 days. You have. And then you're telling me everything you're doing, and you're pissed at me because I did anything months after we were over, and you found somebody with 5th or 6th person, probably. Realistically, probably 3rd or 4th. No, yeah, 3rd or 4th, I think is fair. I think it's more. Anyway, at least 3rd or 4th time that you had a full-on move in, like you don't come back for a week or more. And I don't remember my point because I'm getting tired of this. I'm not explaining myself for you. One day when you end up getting murdered by probably B-Dog, I'm calling it again, because I warned you. I did my part. I'm going to be right, and that's good enough for me. The more I can really do is there? Could I say it again and it wouldn't make a difference at all? Could I bring it up at a later? I already said it, tried. And talking just like this, only until like me talking like this and explaining how fucked up you are and you start crying and like losing your shit, which might be fake, probably. And you do that and then you're like, I'm sorry. Basically about everything. You're a fuck up and you're going to do this. And then you'll start like saying stupid fucking shit that I'm like, I hope you recorded it. And I don't think you did. I think if you did, which you definitely did, you ain't going to use any of it because you could see it plain as day. Even you have to rewatch it and be like, fuck, I pushed him to that shit. Like you just, like when you let Luna ruin your mom's pool because her and your mom's friend were being twats to you. And you clicked the button to release her to go into the pool. They didn't see that. I heard it and I knew it and I asked you about it. And you denied it, but your reaction, I knew you did it, didn't need you to to tell me, but it was interesting to watch you be fucking puzzled that I knew that. That's when I think I really hooked you. That was right at the beginning. Again, well, the second at the beginning. But yeah, 7 people in 5 years. Like, how can you, I don't understand. How can you go from that to that? And you've, I'm kind of proud that you now thinking about it, knowing what the hump I had to get over to it be something to be proud of, is you fucked over 300 people in your lifetime easily. That's 300 people. So you probably, your Wilt Chamberlain numbers, and that honestly doesn't mean a thing, the amount of people. But when you're in that kind of numbers, that's a different league. That's something that is out of control. Out of fucking control. I literally think you love being everyone's dirty little secret whore that nobody wants the other person to know about, but you're willing to do whatever it takes to get that person to fuck you. And then in a way you feel like you own them. And it's kind of how caveman style shit is. Oh, give me pussy? Okay, I listen. You fucking garbage. Again, when something happens and it picks up national news about who you were and people start talking, and then this shit's here in 10 years, your novel that doesn't exist other than a chapter that I think you pulled off of the back of a cereal box, I'll make all that money. Because I'll have poor man's patent that I wrote it first. Thanks. My karma's coming for me, so is yours. You don't see that. I just have to stop fighting it and accept it. You know, thumbs, you're right. You're fucking right. And it's like I'm there. I didn't realize, and I should have. She's sitting there, like, I asked her, are you really, like, I really like fucking Three Wish Genie, fucking textbook it, like, of questions and covering everything. Like, are you really lying about this right now? When you just, and then she finally admits it, and then you finally admit it, and then you're an asshole about it. I said, you know what? If you really like are sorry, fucking slap yourself. Fucking go there. And I don't know. I wish I had something to go back over with. I'm sure you do, but you could ask B as he watched, and you could see everything in your glasses. Watch the video again now that you know. I don't even remember. Oh, you got the idea to, like, beat the fuck out of yourself and then wear makeup for your videos. And, like, wow, you are thirsty for attention. Most people are. I even am in my life finally. I want to be heard. Yeah, I do. I don't want to be speaking over, but I want a chance for something I have to say to be heard, and give it a chance, give it a 15 minutes of fame. So I think it makes a difference, or it matters, or I think it does. I just hope it reaches as many people as it can. However it does. I would give there isn't much I wouldn't do to have somebody like me earlier in my life And I kind of did. That's why I think I am the way that I am. But even more to like teaching, like I did with my kids. They're both fucking geniuses. I'm sorry, I breed perfection. What can not gonna apologize again for it. Got it once. That's it. Yeah, both. It's been fun. It is only 9:30. And it's what, Tuesday? Yeah, I shit going on on Tuesday. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go out. C'est la vie. Harika.